You have no job, which means you have no health insurance. And the moment that sentence becomes true, the panic arrives because being uninsured is the fastest way to turn one bad month into a ruined decade. One ambulance, one appendix. That is the entire distance between inconvenient and catastrophic. This is not an administrative errand. This is the floor under everything else you're building. There are 4 real routes to cover without a job. We will walk them in reverse, from the one most people grab first, which is usually the most expensive mistake, down to the one that fits the most people and gets discussed the least. And there's a rule about route 4 that almost nobody knows, which can buy you 60 days of breathing room for nothing. The game is afoot. One rule before we sail: I am a detective, not your broker, and in 2026 these numbers moved more than usual. I will tell you what the routes are and what to check. You verify your own figures before you commit, because something changed this year that breaks the old advice. When you leave a job, you're usually offered the right to keep your employer's plan, usually up to 18 months. It sounds like mercy. Here's the catch: while employed, your employer was quietly paying most of that premium. Keep the plan and you now pay the whole thing, your share, their share, plus a 2% administrative fee, up to 102% of the true cost. So at the exact moment your income goes to zero, your premium can multiply several times over. That is the trap. It is the familiar option, and familiarity is expensive. But now the part almost nobody tells you. You have 60 days to elect COBRA, and if you elect it, coverage applies retroactively back to the day it would have lapsed. Read that again. It means you do not have to decide today. You can spend those 60 days checking the other 3 routes, and if you break your leg on day 40, you can elect COBRA then and still be covered for that break. It is not free, and it is not a loophole. It is a legally built decision window that most people surrender out of panic on day 1. 2 things you must know, and the second is new. First, marketplace subsidies are calculated on your income, and you just lost yours. The person who decided the marketplace was unaffordable was doing that sum with their old salary. You enter your projected income for this year, not what you used to earn. For a lot of people, that changes the number enormously. Second, losing job-based coverage opens a special enrollment period, 60 days from losing it. And if you know it is coming, you can apply up to 60 days in advance. Now the part that changed. At the start of 2026, the enhanced subsidies that had been in place since 2021 expired. They were not renewed. Marketplace premium payments rose by roughly 114% on average, about $1,000 a year, and the cliff came back, above roughly $63,000 for an individual, $129,000 for a family of 4. You now get no premium tax credit at all, not a reduced one, none. So here is the honest version. If losing your job drops your projected income below that line, the marketplace may be dramatically cheaper than you fear because the ordinary subsidy still exists. If you are above it, brace yourself. You are paying the full sticker price in a year when the sticker price jumped, which makes Route 2, the one people assume they cannot have, worth checking before anything else. If your income has fallen far enough, you may qualify for Medicaid, and here is the deduction people miss. Eligibility is judged on your income now, not what you earned earlier in the year, which produces a very common situation. Someone earns well for 8 months, loses the job, assumes they are obviously disqualified and never applies, but their current monthly income tells a completely different story. 40 states and the District of Columbia have expanded eligibility, generally up to 138% of the federal poverty level. 10 states have not, and in those, eligibility for adults is far more restricted. One warning, because it is coming and you should plan for it. Work requirements begin in 2027 in expansion states, broadly 80 hours a month of work, study, or community activity, not this year. But if you are reading a long unemployment ahead, put it on the chart. If you are under 26, a parent's plan remains available to you. And if you are doing any freelance work at all, professional associations, guilds, and unions frequently offer group coverage. A surprising number of people qualify and never think to ask. None of this is exciting. All of it is usually cheaper than the trap we opened with. And the reason it goes undiscussed is precisely that nobody can sell you a course on. Ask your spouse's HR department. So the order to work through starting today. 1. Can you join a plan that already exists? 30-day window, so check this first. 2. Does your current income qualify you? 3. What does the marketplace actually cost at your new income, and are you under that cliff? 4. And only when the first 3 fail, COBRA, using all 60 of your days, not one. Most people run that list exactly backwards in a panic on day 1. That is the whole mistake. If this took even a little of the fear out of it, subscribe. The next case is your actual freedom number, and the cost of covering yourself is one of the largest inputs into it. And tell me below which route was yours. The plan, the income check, the marketplace, or the trap. Keep your ledger honest and your cutlass sharp. The game is afoot. Deduce your way to treasure.